Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the LSU Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true. Name as they make the grab and get the ball. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Just like we expected, this whole crowd getting involved right from the start. Handoff to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And lot of times they're fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got room. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Gibson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this. There he goes! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Crosses the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football,
makes the grab in their space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Here's a give to Gibson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Lopez. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Seminoles!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession, you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the win.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Trying the left side. Shakes off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. LSU right back to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might have a chance. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, and that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They go right back to it. Still on his feet at the 35. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Barney. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Right back to the well. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, LSU has the lead here. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They knock him down right there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Got the back over the middle. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So dangerous as a return man, and you see why there. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score.
He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Makes the catch and he's free. The 40, the 30, past the 10, into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Timeout called by LSU. Their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Sails one into the middle. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Noles. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Finding some room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. You've probably heard this before. LSU is steamrolling people on the ground right now. And this guy could be pushing what Leonard Fournette tried to do in getting close to 2,000 yards in a season.
And when you think about a defense, it all starts and stops with the run game. And I got to get that stop, but I can't stop this guy. I mean, he's been unbelievable, and this LSU offense has been so physical up front. Tell you what, I got to commit everybody to try to get a stop.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Tigers are marching down the field. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Tigers spend their 3rd and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Moving past the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Wilson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver go.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 40. Past the 20. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Again, it's Jarrett Gibson. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up fourth, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Gibson. He's still in the move, a last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Buckeyes looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the... Turning it on! Touchdown, Florida State! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away. point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Durham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Could not make his way to the corner. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And he'll be brought down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. GUI narration volume set to 100.
After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a...
Got enough space! Touchdown, Florida State! An epic comeback! They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, and made a nice tackle.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Levitt. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even breaks into the open. He is in. Touchdown, no. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. Look at the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Back to the ground with the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. There's a crease. Picks up the 1st down. Inside the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caden Durham again. And that's a live ball behind the line. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Right back to the well.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give. Maybe a crease. They try to push this winning streak to 3. How about this? These guys are going for 2. To the tight end. He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the 2-point conversion attempt will fail.
Florida State, 62. LSU, 52. Number 36, set to kick it away.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Wilson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. LSU quick to the line. They could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end. In coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Might be calling a hot route. Handoff for Jarrett.
And this is the part of the game.
Tennessee.